Okay, student. So today we'll prove the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Okay. So the definition of Pythagoras theorem is, in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. The statement of Pythagoras theorem is, in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay. So this is the statement of the theorem. Okay. Now we are going to the proof. So quickly draw a right angle triangle. Let ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC is a right angle triangle which is right angle at the point at B. Okay. So given ABC is a right angle triangle right angle at B. What do you have to prove? What do you have to prove? We have to prove that the square of the hypotenuse, we know which is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means the opposite side of the right angle. This is the hypotenuse, and we can consider this is the base and this is the height or altitude. So we have to prove that the hypotenuse square means AC square is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Other two side means AB and BC. So sum of the square of these two sides, AB square plus BC square. So we have to prove hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay. Now construction, it has a construction. What is the construction? Construction is, from the point B we are drawing a line perpendicular to AC and let the point is D. So construction is, draw a line from the point B perpendicular to AC. So construction is, draw BD perpendicular to AC. This is the construction. And now the proof. Okay. Now the proof. How we can prove that AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So to prove this theorem, we will consider the triangle ABC and the triangle ABD. First consider these two triangles. This time first we are considering this triangle ABC and this triangle ABD, and we will prove that these two triangles are similar to each other. Okay. So prove that the triangles are similar to each other. So yes, angle, okay, angle A is common angle. Okay. So first condition is angle BAC, this BAC is equal to angle DAB. Reason? The same angle. They are the same angle. Okay. And condition number 2. What will be the second condition? Yes, angle B equal to angle D. Angle B means angle ABC is equal to angle ADB. Why? because both are 90 degree. This is the 90 degree according to construction. We draw BD perpendicular to AC. So, this angle equal to 90 degree. Also, as the triangle ABC is a right angle triangle with a right angle at B. So, this angle is also 90 degree. So, under these two condition, we can say that the triangle ABC is similar to triangle ABD. So, triangle ABC is similar to the triangle ABD. Now, we know that if two triangles are similar triangles, so their corresponding sides are also same, corresponding sides are also in same ratio. Please mute your mic once. Rajakul. Okay, so as the by which condition? By angle criteria, the triangles are similar to each other. Now, so as the triangles are similar to each other, so we can write that AC by AB is equal to, means in the triangle ABC we are taking the ratio of AC and AB, that will be equal to the ratio of AB and AB, and the AB means this side. So, AD, AC by AB is equal to AC into AD. Now, do one thing, do the cross multiplication. So, if I do the cross multiplication, it will be AB into AB, that is AB square is equal to AC into AD, AC into AD. This is our question number 1. The image of this figure is not coming, sir. Means you can't see this portion. Okay, let me check the camera once. Just give me a second. Setting, audio and video. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm grabbing the last line. I'm grabbing this the last line. Okay. So, after here, so as the triangles are similar to each other, so we can write AC by AB is equal to AB by AD, because the corresponding side of two similar triangles are in same ratio. Now, if I do the cross multiplication from here, so AB into AB, that is AB square is equal to AC into AC into AD, AC into AD. This is our equation number 1. Okay, look, tell me, up to this what we have done, do you have any problem? No. Okay. So, now the second part. The second part is, we will now compare the triangle ABC and these triangles, triangle BCD. This triangle, the triangle ABC and the triangle BCD. So, now in triangle ABC and triangle CDB, if we compare, so tell me the two conditions which are equal in both the case. Yes, angle C is equal to angle C, means C is a common angle. You can see this is the angle of the triangle ABC. Also, this is angle of the triangle CDB. So, the first condition is angle ACB is equal to angle BCD. Why? Because they are the same angle. Okay. And the second condition is angle BDC is equal to angle ABC. Yes, but write the ABC angle first, because we have taken the triangle ABC first and then CBD. So, we will write the part of ABC first and then the part of the triangle CBD. Okay. So, second condition is angle ABC is equal to angle BDC. Why? Both are 90 degree. This angle is 90 degree, also this angle is also 90 degree. So, under these two conditions we can say that the triangle ABC is similar to triangle CDB. By which criteria? Obviously by angle criteria. So, by angle criteria the triangles are similar to each other. Whenever we proven that the triangles are similar to each other, so we can write that their corresponding sides are also in same ratio. So, we are writing that BC by AC is equal to, means this side of the triangle ABC by this side of the triangle ABC is equal to, okay, BC means opposite of 90 degree. So, here BC means opposite of angle A. So, here opposite of angle B is equal to DC. So, DC by, okay, AC means hypotenuse of the triangle ABC. So, here the hypotenuse of the triangle BCD is BC. So, is DC by BC. Okay. Now, just do the cross multiplication. So, doing cross multiplication, we have BC into BC, that is BC square is equal to AC into DC. AC into DC. Let this is our equation number 2. So, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now, do one thing, add equation number 1 and equation number 2. We have adding equation number 1 and equation number 2 we have. So, if I add them, so the left hand side will be AB square plus BC square, AB square plus BC square is equal to, the right hand side will be AC into AD plus AC into DC. Okay. So, I have to rub it again. If I write anything else, you can't see it. So, I am rubbing here. So, now what we have, that means AB square plus BC square is equal to, now look from the expression in the right hand side, we can take AC common, because AC is the common part of these two expressions. So, if I take AC common, so it will be AC into AD plus DC. That means AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into, now look from the diagram, if I add AD and DC, so look, this is our AD and this is the DC. So, if I add them, so it will be AC again, which implies AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, and hence proved, means the hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. So, this is the complete proof of this theorem. Okay. Now, tell me, do you have any problem here? Do you have any problem? No sir, no sir, very good. Okay. So now we can start the exercise problem. Okay. So, and one thing, there was a theorem that the converse part of the Pythagoras theorem. But unfortunately, this portion means the proof of converse part of Pythagoras theorem is not in your syllabus. So, we will not prove that theorem, but till I am telling you the statement of the converse part of the Pythagoras theorem. So, converse part of Pythagoras theorem says that if there is a triangle, if in any triangle the square of one side is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides, so the triangle must be a right angle triangle. So, this is the converse part of the Pythagoras theorem, but the proof is not in your syllabus. So, we will not do it. Okay. So, let us come to the exercise 6.5 from question number 1. So, are you ready to start? Yes, sir. Okay. So, let us start exercise 6.5, question number 1. Exercise 6.5 is starting from question number 1. So, in question number 1, there are 3 parts. Side of a triangle given below, determined which of them are right angle triangle. So, I told you, if side of any triangle satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, then the triangle must be a right angle triangle. Okay. So, question number 1, the sides are given 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter and 25 centimeter. Clear? So, we will add the square of the two least side of a triangle. So, here 7 square plus 24 square. Calculate this value. So, 7 square is equal to, what is the value of 7 square? Yes, 49. And what is the value of 24 square? What is the square of 24? Yes, 576. 570. Now, if I add these two terms, 49 plus 576, so what will be the value? Yes, 625. Very good. 625. So, we know that 625 is the square of 25. That means 7 square plus 24 square is equal to 25 square. That means this set of value satisfied the Pythagoras theorem. So, these are the side of a right angle triangle. These are the side of a right angle triangle, and hence proved. The question is, side of a triangle given, determine which of them is a right angle triangle. So, this will be a right angle triangle, must be a right angle triangle. Okay, do you got it? Okay, so let us solve another problem, question number 2. Question number 2. So, question number 2 is 3 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. 3 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. We have to check whether the triangle formed by this 3 side is a right angle triangle or not. So, first we will find out the smallest 2 side, that is 3 centimeter and 6 centimeter, and we will find the square of these 2 sides and add them. So, here 3 square plus 6 square is equal to, now 3 square equal to, all of you know that 3 square is equal to 9 plus 6 square equal to 36, yes, 36. So if I add them, 9 plus 36, that is equal to yes, 45. But look, the greater side is 8. Now if I find the square of 8, it is 64. So obviously the square of sum of two least side of the triangle is not equal to the square of the longer side of the triangle. So obviously triangle is not satisfied the Pythagoras theorem. That means the triangle is not a right angle triangle. The triangle is not a right angle triangle. Okay, do you get it? Okay, so then we'll solve question number 4. I am skipping question number 3. Try to do it. I am solving question number 4 now. We'll check whether this set of data will be a side of a right angle triangle or not. So it is 13 centimeter, 12 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So first calculate the square of the sum of the square of the least two side of a triangle. So here 12 square plus 5 square is equal to, now 12 square is equal to, no, 12 square is equal, yes, 144 and 5 square equal to 25. Now add them. Yes, 169. Now what is the square of 13? What is the square of 13? Yes, 169. So this is equal to actually 13 square. So write 12 square plus 5 square, 12 square plus 5 square. That means this set of side of a triangle satisfied the Pythagoras theorem. That means the side must be the side of a right angle triangle. The side must be a side of a right angle triangle, and hence proved. Hence not proved. We have to check whether it is side of a right angle triangle or not. So these are the side of a right angle triangle. I hope you understand. Okay, now let's go to question number 2. PQR is a triangle right angle at P. So quickly draw a rough sketch of a right angle triangle. Give it a name PQR. So quickly draw a rough sketch of a right angle triangle. Give it a name as PQR. Right angle at the point P. So this is P, let this is Q, and this is R. So this is a right angle triangle, right angled at point P, and M is a point on QR. So this is QR side. Take a point, aim on it, such that PM is perpendicular to QR. So this is PM. So PM is perpendicular to QR. So this angle equal to 90 degree. This angle is equal to 90. Okay, tell me one thing. Can you see the total board, full board? Can you see the diagram? No, sir. Just give me a moment. Let me fix your. I think now we can see the board. Actually, up to this. Yes. Okay. So, okay. So that Pm square. So what you have to prove? We have to prove that Pm square is equal to Qm into Mr. Pm square equal to Qm into Mr. Clear? So look, we have to prove square of this side is equal to Qm means this into this. Now from the diagram you can see that we have to actually consider these two triangles, and we will have to prove that these two triangles are similar to each other. So first consider these two triangles and prove that they are similar to each other. So in triangle, so we are considering this is first PMQ, and the triangle RMP. We are considering these two triangles and we will prove that the triangles are similar to each other. So tell me two conditions by which we can say that the triangles are similar to each other. So one condition you can see it here from here, that this is 90 degree, this is also 90 degree. So first condition is angle PMQ is equal to angle RMP. We will write the reason because both the angle are 90 degree. First condition. And the second condition. What will be the second condition? What will be the second condition? Okay, I am telling you. Now look, the second condition will be this angle will be equal to this angle. Now tell me why they are equal. Now look, if I add these two angles, angle RPM and angle QPM. So if I add these two angles, so the result will be equal to 90 degree. Means these two angles are complementary angle. Also, if I add this angle and this angle, the result will be also 90 degree. Means angle RMP and RPM are the complementary angle. So these two angles are actually complementary angle of this angle RPM. So obviously they must be equal. Or you can prove it like that. Let this is x, this is y, and this is z. So x plus y equal to 90 degree, and z plus x plus z equal to 90 degree. Now if I subtract them, so x and x will cancel each other, 90 and 90 will cancel each other. So y minus z equal to 0 means y equal to z. So y and z are equal. Or you can say both are the complementary angle of RPM. So the second condition is angle MPQ is equal to MRP. Now we will write the reason because both are complementary angle of RPM. Write the reason that both are complementary angle of RPM. Okay, so under these two conditions we can say that the triangle PMQ is similar to triangle RMP. Whenever they are similar, so we know that the corresponding sides are in same ratio. So we are taking a PM by MQ is equal to, now PM means opposite of this angle, so that is equal to RM by MQ means this opposite of this angle, so this is PM. Now do the cross multiplication. So if I do the cross multiplication, it will be PM into PM, that is PM square is equal to MQ into RM, MQ into RM. That was the proof to be proven. So this is the proof of this question. Okay, do you have any problem? No sir. Okay, so today up to this, in next class we will continue from question number 3.